barking, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we make the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say...
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards.
The final two-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the fifth-year dual threat and former #1 pick in 2019, Kyler Murray.
When you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now Murray. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray changing the play. That is caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Murray to air it out again. Touchdown! Hunter Renfrow with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Richardson off the play fake. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Here comes Abdullah on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Play fake. Murray. That's caught by Myers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Murray. Steps away to his left. Stiff-armed him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding offense.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson.
Still first down.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You look at this Colt defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Touchdown Raiders! Devontae Adams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken. Correct.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the turnover, here's Murray. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abuka. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match.
Under pressure, they got him again. Samson Abuka drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off play action. Richardson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Abdullah to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 23-yard line. Let's do it. Keep it rolling, boys. That's it. Keep it rolling. That's it.
Now Richardson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Richardson looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Murray's this throw brought in here by Mayer. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this one too low.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray now. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Holding Offense.
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Richardson working from the gun. His throw incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
3rd and long for Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Murray going to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Throwing now is Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Raider.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offensive.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
What a luxury it is to be able to call on a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Back to Renfro again, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Able to shake him off. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. The Colts set to take over here offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That's good for a Colts.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here, Richardson yet again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jacobs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now Murray. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Quiddy Pay able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. First and 10, it's Richardson. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Play action. Now Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. Here's Murray. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ashton Doolin now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Richardson, meanwhile, going to get this ball to Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the Raiders' 15-yard
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Richardson off the play fake. His pass caught at the 4. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. So out come the Raiders. CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right